Hi everyone, Jane here from Lavender Calligraphy, coming to you from Sydney, Australia. I'm still very new to this whole YouTube thing, but I thought that it might be fun to do a little how-to on these flower bouquets or flower flourish. So in terms of supplies, I'm just using an oblique holder and a Hunt 22B nib. You can of course use any combination of nib pen that you like, whatever you find most comfortable, whatever you prefer. For ink, I've just got some gouache that I've mixed up previously. The brand is Winsor & Newton. And for paper, I'm just using some hot press watercolor paper. I think it's Fabriano. So let's get into it. Okay, so I've done this example here and I've turned my paper because I just find it easier to do it when I'm pulling it towards me. If you find it easier to do an upstroke, then that's fine as well. And I'll just talk you through how I do each of the different parts that make up the whole. So to start with these leaves, I often put weight on one side of them. So you just do that by pushing down harder on one side, like so. If you prefer, you can leave them, pardon the pun, both unweighted, which would look like this, with a lighter touch. Then moving on, I'll do this guy next. So again, starting with the stem. And to do this, you're going to push down to start, heavy pressure, and then ease up as you pull towards you. So for example, push down, ease up on the pressure, and release. And then for these fern type flowers or leaves, we do the stem. And it's very similar to what we've just done. But for this one, I've turned the paper around because I find it easier to do it that way. So again, pressure, release, and we're going to get smaller as we make our way up the stem. Pressure, release, getting smaller. You can also do it the other way, where you can leave the paper turned, exactly the same thing. Pressure, release. So that's two different ways to do it. And finally, for this one, all we're doing here is some ovals or spirals and pushing down on your downstroke as you move along the stem. So it would look a little bit like this. Turning the paper. We're going to get bigger in size and decrease in size. So for example, pressure, getting bigger, and then getting smaller. And then I just end it with a little bit of a squiggle. And there you go. So let's put it all together. Okay, so starting with the stems. I just sometimes plan it out this way. You can of course do them as you go and add to it. Put some leaves off there. Okay, so add another one here. we can put this guy in here. So pressure, ease up as you pull towards you. I'll add another stem. Can do the spiral here because I've got a bit more space. Starting small, getting bigger. Getting smaller. And then we can add in our fern, big to small. And then if you want, you can add just a couple of stems in here to fill the gaps. And to finish it all off, we'll do this little ribbon twirl spiral. So it's similar to this, but we're starting bigger and getting smaller as the ribbon sort of trails off. So similar idea, as if it's holding all the stems together, getting smaller, trailing off. And there you have it. You can of course add any combination of leaves or flowers that you like. Make it as big or as small as you want. And if you give it a go, I'd love to see it. Tag me on Instagram at Lavender Calligraphy. And given it's my first little how-to and tutorial, let me know in the comments if you want to see anything in particular and I'll try and bring you some more videos. See you later.